Now, I would like to discuss about numerical data questions given in your textbook. Here are the questions based on numerical data and page number 120. Page number 120, some 10 to 15 questions are given regarding electrochemistry chapter. But till now what I have discussed, that only numerical problems I am discussing, and along with that you also have numerical questions in text questions. In pink color boxes and blue color boxes you have questions, right? So that questions, if it is anything to be solved, I am discussing. If any theory question I am not discussing, please you go through it, because in examination you will get such type of questions. In this electrochemistry chapter only few equations you have, therefore just substituting them in that particular problem you will be able to understand solve that question easily in few steps. Not like mathematics, you have to do some pages of do and done, or know any long derivations. We have small derivations, try to remember, right? Definitely with these questions will come in your exam. Okay, now here is a question which is present in page number 70, given as 3.1. I am discussing only Telugu Academy textbook questions. I am not going for the CBSE. You also have many questions there. If you have time, please solve those questions also. It will be practice for you. All one at the same, only elements and the concentration change. That's all. Okay, so here is the question. How can you determine standard electrode potential of magnesium? Right? Standard electrode potential means reduction potential only. So plus 2 to plus 2 mg only given. Right? Standard electrode potential are nothing but standard reduction potential of an element, right? Then where is the standard electrode potential topic we have got? You have to recollect. Yes, we have got measuring the standard electrode potential of an unknown element by using a standard electrode. By taking an example, standard hydrogen electrode we have discussed. Did you remember? Standard hydrogen electrode is fixed as anode and the unknown electrode as cathode. And we have did experiment, whatever the E cell we got, that we substituted in the equation, right? Now theory part please you can write, just I am writing the mathematical part for you, right? So now I can write E naught cell is equals to E of cathode minus E of anode, right? You can keep actually your hydrogen electrode as anode or cathode, right? According to my explanation what I have given, first I will tell you. See here, E naught of the cell is measured experimentally, right? We keep 2 beakers and solid bridge and 1 hydrogen electrode, and right? So E cathode, if it is my cathode is magnesium, and here E of cathode is, because reduction potential I want, that directly I am writing magnesium. Then anode, if I keep hydrogen, right? H2 is converting into H plus. Then what would be my E cell? E cell value will be this E naught, this will be 0, because we said standard electrode potential value of hydrogen is 0. Then whatever the E cell we get, that will be the magnesium's standard electrode value. That means we get from the experiment. So experiment, voltmeter can read negative volts or positive volts. So whatever the value is given, that will be the measurement for the magnesium. Even for the zinc, I said zinc has got minus 0.76 volt, but whereas copper we got the positive value, correct? Okay, this is actual explanation. But sometimes you can also find that hydrogen electrode can be given as anode or cathode, right? If standard hydrogen electrode as anode, because here I said no cathode, right? Because already I used here anode. Standard hydrogen electrode as anode. I have explained this. If I use standard electrode potential, that is She as cathode, then what would be my E cell? E naught cell will be E of H plus is converting into H2 and E of magnesium. See, I no need to write actually I have shown here, this is reduction, this is oxidation I shown, because anode oxidation I shown, but actually I should write reduction only, right? Always I have to write reduction, because in this equation, please remember, don't get confused. Many people will get confused here. This E0 cell means these two are the reduction potentials. Therefore, even though at anode oxidation is happening, I have to write reduction like symbol. In galvanic equation, we will write correctly. That H plus by H2 means it's reduction. Reduction is onto the right side and oxidation is onto the left side. That we have to write. But this equation, I said already many times, that E0 cell means E cathode, E anode, both are reduction potentials. Therefore, we have to write like this. Don't get confused. Anode, if we have taken no, but cathode reaction we are writing no. This is not a reaction. Just I am showing them as cathode reduction potentials I have to use here, right? So whatever the value I get here will be also reduction potential value. Here I am expecting a negative value because it is pure strong metal, right? Because strong metals have been placed at the bottom of the electrochemical series. Because I remember lithium has a minus 3 point value. Like that I am expecting a negative value. But whatever the E cell experiment is showing, that is only the answer, right? Now, for example, like this also I can explain. What is that? I can take cathode as the shear electrode, but whereas my magnesium electrode as the anode. I can take, right? It doesn't matter. Then E0 cell will be is equals to, this is 0 now, because standard hydrogen electrode is 0, minus E of magnesium have given. Therefore, my E0 cell will be is equals to minus E of this one, or else I can also say that, yeah, that's it. Minus value only I will get. E0 cell will be minus. Or else if you want to write, you can write E0 of magnesium, sorry, E of magnesium cell will be minus of E0 cell. So whatever the value in galvanometer you will get, it's minus, that's minus value will be E0 cell people will write. Whatever the representation you do, just keep in your mind that it is coming from the experiment. The representation only different, because I searched in Google, different explanations they have given. But fix one. This is what I want to fix. Take hydrogen as the cathode, anode. Hydrogen as anode. Then this will be the plus. For the plus, E cell whatever they giving. If it is E cell gives the negative, negative will be given for the that respective unknown element. Okay. This is one question. Here is the next question. That is 3.2. Same page number. The next question. Actually, it is not a numerical question. Just I would like to help you how to think this question is. So, question is, can you store copper sulfate solution in zinc pot? Right? He is asking CuSO4 to store in a zinc metal pot. Right? People directly say pot only, no, then we can pour anything, right? No, it will eat, we say no, or it will scratch or some decrease in that pot, it will come, rusting, we say no, rusting means iron is converting into iron oxide, some chemical reaction there. If you, in zinc pot also, if you keep my copper sulfate, some rusting type you can see, or decrease in that part you can see. So what is that actually? Because I know that here zinc oxidizes faster and zinc gives electrons than copper. There's those two metals, but copper don't give the electrons fast. When zinc is more reactive than copper, I mean to say. Therefore, it gives plus 2, means copper is converting into copper plus, copper plus 2 is converting into copper, whereas zinc is converting into zinc plus. Therefore, it displaces. We say that zinc displaces the copper. Therefore, we cannot store copper sulfate in zinc. But vice versa is possible. What is that? Zinc sulfate can store in copper sulfate copper pot, right? Zinc sulfate can be stored in copper pot, but this is not possible because zinc is more reactive, it displaces the copper, therefore reaction takes place, therefore this is not possible, but this is possible because zinc cannot be displaced by the copper because copper is less reactive than zinc. Right, like that. That means this question again based on your electrochemical series. You have to remember it. Clear? Okay. There's another question in the next page, that is page number 75, 3.4. Question. Calculate the potential of hydrogen electrode placed in the solution of pH is equals to 10. In this chapter actually we never discussed about the pH. So how come it's come to the relation then? Very simple. You just want to confuse us looking at the pH. Generally, hydrogen electrode potential is 0, no? No. If it is 1 molar, then only standard hydrogen electrode She we call and its E cell will be 0. But at different concentration, it will be differs. So, pH is indirectly given as concentration of that solution. So, you have to convert the pH into your concentration because you know that pH is negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration, right? So, if you write your pH is equals to 10. So, 10 is negative log of your H plus ion concentration. Means anti-log of this 10 to the power of. So, pH is 10. Then what about H plus ion concentration then? Right? My H plus ion concentration will be 10 to the power of 10 will be the answer you will get. Clear? 10 to the power of minus 10 concentration you will get. You work out on it, you solve this, so you will get the H plus ion concentration. So H plus ion concentration will be 10 to the power of minus 10. Right? Then, now I have to substitute this in calculation of potential of the cell. What is the potential of the cell? First we got in Nernst equation. Nernst has given single electrode potential calculation equation. So E cell will be is equals to E naught of that cell. So what is the E naught of that cell? Hydrogen I said, therefore this one. Minus 0.0592 by number of electrons log its concentration. Right? H plus ion concentration log, so it's 1 by H plus. You remember H2 is the gas, 1 by H plus we did it, product by reactants, right? Product is H2, it's a gas again, so we remove H, right? This is the equation we will get it. So this you need to do before entering into the question. Okay, so now I have to write, substitute it, E cell is equals to E naught of that cell will be 0, yes. Standard hydrogen electrode is 0, but not at different concentration. Then minus 0.0592 by N, your log 1 by 10 to the power of minus 10. Then if it is coming to the, if you substitute it, please I am removing it. If you do this one, E cell is equals to minus 0.0592 by 2 electrons here, because 2 electrons, H is 2 H plus ions are converting into H2. So 2, no, 1 electron, right? 1 electron only involved. So it will become 10 to the power of 10. Then E cell is equals to minus 0.0592 into 10. 10 log 10 will be right. That is nothing but minus 0.592 is the E cell of that one. Right? So this is the answer for. Okay students, in order to continue our problems in this chapter, we have to know what are the different formulae we came across in this chapter. We have not yet done, but till now how many formulas we have come across, because based on that problems we are doing, right? If you know the formulas, it will be easy for you to substitute the problem, right? In the problem. Look at here I have written for your sake the different formulas, very simple got, right? Look at the first one, E naught cell, standard EMF of the cell to be calculated, E cathode minus E anode. Please, I am not confusing you. People also will write E right minus E left, like that. You will be get confused. Right side, left. Of course, actually, and in the galvanic cell, right side, you will write the cathode and left side the anode, right? So, like that people will give. But wherever you see the textbook, it will be cathode minus anode. It's correct only. So, let us follow one formula properly. You should know. Because cathode reduction, anode oxidation, that one, so that you will remember and write it. So, you will get the E naught of the cell, right? Then, another formula is Nernst equation formulas. See, these two belongs to your Nernst equation formulas. In the Nernst equation, first we have written in the beginning for a half cell, he has given this equation. For a half cell, because our Nernst equation derivation started from this. For a half cell, EMF of the cell can be calculated by its E naught of the cell minus RT by NF ln 1 by Mn plus. Please, you know, because mathematical students you are, maths you can do. See, if I want to substitute or convert into ln to logarithm, I will keep here 2.303. See this one, 2.303 RT by NF log LOG 1 by that metal, and we can write. No, I am not writing here. Just equation I gave you. Now, E cell can be calculated same. Half cell, E cell almost looks the same. See here, E cell is equals to E naught of the cell minus, here I have expanded further with the log. 2.303 RT by NF log product concentration by reactant concentration, or else which I gave you C to the power of C, D to the power of D, A to the power of A, B, that one. I mean reactants powers and product powers also you have to include in the Nernst equation. Again I repeat, Nernst equation is not fixed for one chemical reaction. It will vary because number of moles will vary. Especially in these powers it will vary, right? Okay. The next one will be E naught of the cell is also equals to, it is positive because 2.303 by NF RT log Kc. See, actually if I substitute these values at temperature 298 Kelvin, I will also get another formula. What is that? E naught cell minus 0.0592 by N log product concentration by reactant concentration, right? Even this you can remember. I mostly used this one in the derivation because we have at room temperature only, 298 Kelvin only. So remember this equation, okay? Then here also you can substitute 0.0592 by N log Kc. If equilibrium constant to be calculated, or E cell from the equilibrium constant calculated, we can use this. The finally gives free energy. Delta G, or we used to write delta G naught is equals to minus NF E naught of the cell, or we can also write at different temperature minus 2.303 or gas constant T log Kc. So these are the formulas you came across. If anything I missed, you can write. First write all the formulas before solving the questions, right? And remember, along with this, we also have to remember electrochemical series little. At least oxidizing agent, strong oxidizing agent is the top, strong reducing agent at the top, in the middle hydrogen, and the middle some elements you have to remember, right? Okay. So, if we move to the problems, again 3.5, same 3.5, 3.6 are same questions. They are asking us to calculate the EM of the cell or nothing but my E cell. So, E cell means which formula? Nernst equation formula, right? So, Nernst equation I have to write for this reaction first. So, he has given the reaction. So, we will be identifying what is anode, what is cathode, and they have also given the concentrations. Then it will be easy to substitute in our formula. See here, EMF of the cell, E cell is equals to E naught of the cell minus, because at room temperature only has given. So, let me use the formula 0.0592 by N log. Here, what are the products? Here, nickel plus 2 is the product, Ag, solid is the product. Solid, I don't need to write. I can write nickel plus 2. And what is the coefficient here? No. Here it is only 1 molar. So square nothing will come here. Then what is the reactant? Solid, I am not taking reactant. Only ions I have to take. Therefore reactant is silver, Ag plus. But Ag plus is having 2 molar concentration, I mean 2 moles. Therefore, in my Nernst equation, this will be square. Then substitute all. Then what is E naught of the cell? He has given E naught of the cell value is, here E naught of the cell he only gave you. If he is not given, he will give you standard electrode potential of nickel and silver. Then you have to calculate cathode minus anode like that. So here he has given 1.05 volt minus, so 0.0592. How many electrons have been transferred? Look at this. Nickel is converting into nickel plus 2. Means 2 electrons has been given. Silver plus is converting into silver means 1 electron taken, but 2 silvers are there. Therefore 2 electrons. That means on the whole 2 electrons are involved, right? So 2 you have to write. Log. What is the concentration of nickel plus 2? See here itself he has given nicely. 0.16 molar. Then what is the concentration of silver? Silver is 0.002, but it's a square I have to write because in the equation I got to the power, right? So this if you solve, you will get the E cell of the reaction. Simple. Just a substitute, but substitute proper way. Similarly, you can also solve 3.6. Is about 3.5. Then 3.6. In 3.6, he gave equation he has given. You have to derive your Nernst equation from that. 2 iron plus 3. 2 iodide minus are converting into 2 iron plus 2. Then I2. I2 is a solid and he has given E naught of the cell is equals to 0.236 and at 298 Kelvin he is asking. Then what he is asking? Standard Gibbs free energy delta G naught he is asking and equilibrium constant also is asking. Kc and delta G naught he is asking. So first you see how many how many electrons have been transferred from this. So 2 3s are 6, right? 6 electrons have Fe plus 3 is converting into, look at this, Fe plus 3 is converting into Fe plus 2. Means 1 electron has been involved and 2 iodine have been converted into I2. 2 iodines have been converted into I2 means 2 electrons have been, because 1 electron, 1 iron, 2 irons, 2 electrons, right? Here also 2 electrons involved. Therefore my N will be 2. You have to get what is N. So delta G formula is what? Delta G naught is equals to minus 2.303 RT log Kc. But I don't know Kc. Therefore first I have to calculate the Kc. How to calculate Kc? Again we have a formula to calculate Kc. What is that? Just now I have written E naught cell is equals to 0.0592 by, again my N will be 2 log Kc. Here I know this value, therefore substitute in this. N I know, so log Kc you can identify, I mean anti-logarithm of it you can calculate it and substitute in this equation you will get this. Okay, I am not doing here completely this reaction and the answer. Okay. Okay, next one is 51 question from page number 120. So here is the question. Calculate the EMF of the cell at room temperature 25 degrees centigrade or 298 Kelvin. He has given galvanic cell representation, right? So we know what is galvanic cell representation. So this is my cathode, right side is written cathode, that is reduction, red cat, and left side is anode, that is anode means oxidation is happening. Chromium is converting into chromium plus 3, but whereas iron plus 2 is converting into iron. So for this sake, we should not directly go to calculating the ESL. First, we need to write the equation, proper equation for this. So let me write the proper equation for this. So what is happening? Chromium will be the starting material, right? So chromium solid plus, from this what is the starting material? Iron. So iron plus 2 therefore aqueous is converting into, chromium is converting into what? Chromium plus 3. I am taking full help from my galvanic cell only. Then iron plus 2 is converting into iron. Yes. So from this just reactant product I have written equation. But this is not enough because I need to balance the number of moles, because iron is taking 2 electrons to converting into iron solid, but whereas my chromium is converting into chromium plus 3, where leaving 3 electrons. So giving 3 electrons but accepting 2 only, therefore not balanced. So I need to write 2 moles of chromium and accepting 3 moles of iron will be balanced. Now look at here, 1 chromium gives 3 electrons, therefore 2 chromiums gives 6 electrons. 1 iron takes 2 electrons, therefore 3 irons takes 6 electrons. So my N I will get from here will be 6. So on the whole 6 electrons are involved in this reaction, which is not given by him, right? So that's why we directly should not enter into the equation. Now EMF of the cell to be calculated, right? Yeah. So my EMF of the cell to be calculated, formula is Nernst equation. E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.059, because it is at room temperature. Directly I can take this one. By N log, what would be the formula? Log concentration of the product. What is the product? Plus, add directly. See here, chromium. Sorry, product is iron, 0.01. And what is its power? From this I will get 3. Number of moles will be its power. So here is 3. Then reactant concentration is what? 0.1. 0.1, whose power will be 2, because its number of moles is 2. And my N is 6. I can substitute. But still I am not having E naught cell. E naught cell I don't know. Again I need to calculate E naught cell to get my E cell or the EMF of the cell. How I will get? Here already has given the values of cathode and anode. So I have to calculate by using E naught cell formula. E naught cell is equals to E cathode minus E anode. So substitute, what is cathode in this? See here, both are reduction potential. You should not get confused. We want reduction potential only. Standard potentials, E naught. Right? So my cathode means reduction, iron. So iron value I have to take. Yes. So minus 0.44 minus of anode. Oxidation, chromium. Therefore chromium I should go. I should not get confused that this is reduction. No. This is standard reduction potential value which I need to take. Then minus 0.74. So you will get minus of plus 0.74, whose answer is, I have calculated already, 0.3 volt, right? So now substitute this in this 0.3. You will get the answer, right? So this is one, and another one, 52. Just I am giving the head, just calculate it. Now potential of zinc to zinc plus 2 electrode, zinc concentration of zinc plus 2 electron he has given, and standard electrode potential he has given. So what is this question then? This is not complete cell, right? This is the half cell which we got in Nernst equation. See, like this equation only, but half cell. So E cell of zinc to zinc plus 2 is equals to E naught of zinc plus 2 to zinc minus 0.0592 by 2 electrons involved, 2 log 1 by, what is the concentration of it? 0.001. No moles changing, only one zinc is converting into. So this is half cell reduction, half cell E cell to be calculated, E cell of the reaction, we will get this one because it is not 1 molar concentration, no. So half cells E cell also can be calculated by substituting this. Then what is this E naught? E naught is given already, or we know it, right? So minus 0.76. I have substituted. So everything is given, just to substitute it, you will get these two answers. Then 53 question, I have to. Okay, next problem is 53rd problem. 53rd problem says determine delta G naught, standard Gibbs free energy of the cell reaction. He only gave the full reaction. Zinc solid reacts with silver oxide and water and converting into zinc plus 2 and silver solid. Don't get confused by giving this full reaction. In this we want only what is reduction, what is anode, right? Which is undergoing reduction. See, a zinc solid is converting into zinc. Therefore, this will be oxidation. By how many electrons? 2 electrons. 2 electrons has been lost by zinc to convert into zinc. And silver oxide is converting into silver, right? Therefore, in this silver, what is the oxidation state? You check. This is minus 2 oxygen and silver should have plus 1 because 2 silvers, each silver carries 1, therefore plus 2 for both the silvers. Therefore, 2 silver it is converting. That means 2 electrons have been gained by this to get reduced, right? So, we should get an ionic equation, and here water doesn't have involved in this oxidation reduction, right? This oxygen is going here, it's converting into OH minus ions. Just to confuse you, they will give you this full reaction. So, what would be the anionic equation? Zinc reacts with 2 silver atoms converting into zinc ions plus 2Ag is solid. Enough. This is my cell ionic equation. This will be easy for me too, right? Okay. Now, he is asking to determine the delta G. What is the formula of delta G naught? Delta G naught is equals to how many electrons? 2 electrons I know, right? Faraday's he has given already, right? So, the formula I can use in this is minus NF E naught cell. If he is not given also, you should know what is Faraday. 96,500 coulombs per mole by heart it. You have to, mother. Okay. For flow of Faraday you have to remember, right? Okay. Now I can substitute. N I know 2 electrons. F I know 1 Faraday 96,500 coulombs per mole. But E naught cell I don't know. Yeah. So calculate again. He has given the standard potentials of silver and zinc. Again, my E naught cell is equals to E of cathode minus E of anode. So, what is cathode? Reduction. So, silver is my cathode. So, silver value you write 0.80 minus of minus 0.76. Therefore, you will be get here, I've calculated, plus 1.56 volt. Right? Got it. So, E naught cell also I have, F also I have, and N also I have. Just to substitute, you will get the value. Right? Now, next one, calculate the EMF of cell whose half cell reactions are these. So, whose half cells are these? Aluminium converting into aluminium plus 3, whose moles is this, and nickel 0.5 he has given. But he didn't give us the reaction. He gave us again standard reduction potential to help us to calculate the E naught cell. But he didn't tell which is undergoing oxidation, which is undergoing reduction. If you see carefully, half reaction is saying he is writing aluminium to aluminium plus 3, nickel to nickel plus 2. Right? Then at that time, you have to keep in your mind that whose reduction potential is more, that will work as cathode. I gave you this one information in electrochemical series also. The electrode having more reduction potential is work as cathode. Look at this, minus 0.2 minus 1.66. So this value is more, minus 0.25, right? So minus 0.25, it will work as my cathode. So E naught cell will be E of cathode. No, you can write what is equation you have to write now. Okay, so we will write the equation for it. Aluminium reactant, then nickel plus 2 is converting into Al plus 3 plus nickel, because this is solid and this is my aqueous, this is aqueous and this is solid, right? Now, how I came to know that aluminium only the reactant and nickel plus 2 is the reactant? Because my nickel plus 2 has to undergo reduction. Therefore, I have written nickel plus 2 as the reactant. Because of having more standard reduction potential, it should have undergone reduction. Okay? Now, okay. So, one nickel is converting into, nickel plus 2 is converting into nickel by taking 2 electrons. Isn't it? 2 electrons accepted to convert into reduction. But aluminium, if you see, aluminium is converting into Al plus 3 by releasing 3 electrons. Again, not balanced. I need to balance it. Therefore, 2 aluminiums and 3 nickel, 2 aluminium, 3 nickel, if we do cross multiplication actually. These 2 I am writing here and these 3 I am writing here. Okay. So, 2 aluminium, 1 aluminium gives 3 electrons. Therefore, 2 aluminium gives 6 electrons. And 1 nickel accepts 2 electrons, 3 nickels accepts 6 electrons. So, on the whole, 6 electrons are involved. Therefore, my N is equals to 6. Right? Now, again calculate E naught cell first. E naught cell, how you will calculate? Cathode minus anode. This will be working as my cathode and this will be working as anode. Right? Then, substitute in your Nernst equation, E cell, because he is asking us to calculate the EMF of the cell. So, E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.0592 by N means 6 log product concentration. Who is the product? Aluminium plus 2. So, aluminium plus 0.01 whole square by 0.5 whole cube. Right? First write Nernst equation for this. Then substitute the values, you will get the answer. Okay. Now 55 question is almost same. Just look into it. You can do it. And the 56th question I will explain. The remaining questions are also simple. Very simple. You can just directly substitute the equations, formulas and get it answer. So only this question I will explain. The last one. So 56th question is calculate the potential of half cell, again having a 0.1 molar of K2Cr2O7 and 0.2 molar of chromium ions and 1 into 10 to the power of 4 molars of H plus ions. Here just a small difference, he has given 3 species concentrations he has given. Therefore, the 3 also involved in our equation. So, to calculate the potential of half cell, what is the reaction? Actually, our half cell, again, half cell reaction, that is chromium 2, O minus 2 by chromium plus 3 is equals to E naught of it. Nernst equation again, Nernst half cell equation minus 0.0592 by N, I don't know. Therefore, I have to calculate in this how many electrons are there. Then log product's concentration. So, what is the product here? Chromium plus 3. But what is the number of moles? 2. I have to square it. Then, what are the reactants? These 2 are also reactants. Because he has given the concentration of even this and this H plus also converting into H2. That means it also gets reduced, right? H plus is also get reduced. Therefore, we need to write Cr2O7 concentration and also H plus ion concentration. And 14 is H plus number of moles. Therefore, its power is 14. Don't get confused. Just we are constructing the Nernst equation. The Nernst equation is this. Products by reactant concentration. Yeah, fine. But in this, to calculate, just we can directly substitute it at chromium plus 3. He has given chromium plus 3, 0.2. Therefore, I can substitute here 0.2. And Cr2O7. Cr2O7 concentration is this one only. Don't get confused. Cr2O7 minus 2 is also same K2Cr2O7. If I remove this K2, I will get minus 2 here. Right? It is ionic, it is full form. This is ionic form. That's all. Therefore, this will be my 0.1. 0.1. And H plus ion concentration is, careful, I have to write 1 into 10 to the power of minus 4 whole 14. Right? Fill as it is right. Don't get confused. This is the Nernst equation we got from the beginning. Products concentration by reactants concentration. How many are there? That many we have to include. Good. But which is undergoing oxidation, reduction, and how many electrons, and we need to calculate, right? So for that, look into this. What is the oxidation state of chromium? Because chromium plus 3 it is coming. But from which state to which state it is coming? Whether it is undergoing reduction or oxidation. See here, 7 oxidation state is, oxidation number is minus 2. Therefore 7 2s are 14. But already, okay. So 7 2s are 14. I can write. So, and minus 2 is there. Actually I can substitute here itself. Okay, minus 14 I will write here for oxygen. Then how much should be for the chromium? Both chromiums should get 2x, we will write 2x, because sum of the oxidation states is equals to their ionic number. If it is ion, if it is neutral molecule, it's equals to 0 we will write to calculate the oxidation state. Then minus 14 is equals to, no, x I want to write. So 2x is equals to minus 14, if it comes to it is plus 14, and subtract 2, you will get plus 12. Then if I want x, 2. So 2 ones are 2, 6 are. So plus 6 is the oxidation state of chromium. So this plus 6 oxidation state is being converting into plus 3. That means 3 electrons have been gained and undergoing the reduction. Therefore it acts as a cathode. Right? It acts as my cathode. Oh no, it half cell, na? Half cell, therefore no problem. Okay. Then 14 electrons. Yeah. So 3 electrons have done. So number of electrons will be how many? So 14, this 6 electrons, okay, directly has given, right? 6 electrons are involved. Then also I can write. Okay, no need to calculate this all. Directly I can write 6 electrons. So 6 electrons I can write, no problem. 6, N is the 6. Then here, again, I have this one directly. He has given E naught of this 1.33. So 1.33 minus 0.0592 by 6 log 0.2 into 0.2 divided by 0.1 and 1 into 10 to the power of 4 to the power 14. Then substitute it, you will get the answer.